Well, good morning, good afternoon, or good evening, wherever you are in this beautiful world and whatever time you are tuning in. I'm Lori. It's good to be with you again. So, today I wanted to start our meditation off with a quote that I ran across this week from Lao Tzu, the ancient Chinese Taoist philosopher. And he says, to attain knowledge, add things every day. To attain wisdom, subtract things every day. So to attain knowledge, add, and to attain wisdom, subtract. I don't know about you. I am really good at adding things into my schedule, into my world, but not as good at subtracting. And so I was having some fun playing with this idea of adding, subtracting to add, and thinking very practically about ways to do that in life. And you've probably already done this yourselves, where you're decluttering your space to give you some mental freedom and freedom for moving through your space. Or perhaps you might have cleared out a couple of appointments in your schedule to make way for a creative project. Or you might have invested less time in certain relationships that don't necessarily support you or support the direction that you want to move, so that you can create space for relationships that are really nourishing to you and that support the direction that you are moving. So I was thinking as well about this in relation to meditation. And I think there's also an opportunity for subtracting to add by engaging in a silent meditation. So, if you've been meditating with me for the last 18 months, you'll know that we've really been engaged in guided meditations and mindfulness practices. And you have, during that time, been accumulating a lot of information about these different practices, so the knowledge. But you may also notice that you have certain preferences when you're meditating and what feels right for you in any given moment. And you may be in a meditation where you think, not so sure about that. Those words don't fit for me. And you may take a right turn and give yourself exactly what you need in that moment. So today, because you will have this opportunity to tap into your internal wisdom, you will be able to become your own advocate of sorts by offering yourself the techniques and the guidance that feels right to you. And you might redirect your attention at points to certain anchors, things that we have used through the course of the many months together, perhaps your breath, or perhaps your body, doing a body awareness practice and enlivening your five senses. Or perhaps it's doing a zazen practice where you're counting to 10, or something else that makes sense to you in a given moment. It's really, in silent meditation, it's a beautiful thing to observe what you need and then be able to give that to yourself. So it's entirely possible in a silent meditation, if you haven't done that before, to feel resistance to sitting in complete stillness. Or you might feel overwhelmed with thoughts streaming in when you used to have the distraction of a voice to rely on with a guided meditation. So all you need to do today is tune into your anchor and notice what happens. Notice whether you decide you want to explore it or you don't, and whatever you decide is perfect for you in this particular meditation. I think the main thing is to have a beginner's mind going into today's silent meditation with that beginner's mind. So today we will be meditating for about 15 minutes, a little bit shorter than we normally do because it is silent, and sometimes it can feel longer than a guided meditation. So we'll try that and see how it goes. I will lead us into the meditation, and I will also bring us out of the meditation. So a couple of essentials that I always share: it's okay to have thoughts. And don't be surprised today, as I said, if there are more thoughts than you normally have. That is very normal. Just return to the anchors: your breath, your body, counting, mantra, whatever that is for you. Don't try too hard to have a certain expectation. Just have the experience that you're having, and whatever happens for you today is perfect as it is. Always be kind. Always be kind to yourself. And finally, stick with the practice. Even if you feel like you're going a little crazy or you're having to redirect yourself a lot, that is okay. It's divinely perfect and orchestrated for you today. Okay, let's go ahead and begin. And as we move into the stillness together, I invite you to find a comfortable position, one that allows you to be both alert and relaxed, perhaps sitting upright on a cushion, on a sofa, or in a chair. Just tune into what your need is for today. And you might begin by shrugging your shoulders or moving your body in some way that feels good, that releases some residual attention or tension in the body. And if you'd like, you can gaze at a point in front of you, or you can close your eyes. And begin by setting an intention, perhaps, for today's practice. Maybe quieting the mind, or finding ease in the stillness. Tuning into the heart, whatever it is for you. Listen deeply to what your interior is telling you. Let's begin by taking some long, slow, and deep breaths in through the nose and out through the nose, settling the nervous system and letting the body know it's okay to relax. Returning your breath to its natural rhythm and depth, and allowing yourself to switch from your usual mode of doing to being for the next several minutes. Allowing your natural wisdom to come through, to honor your desires. Letting yourself sink really deeply into the stillness, settling into the support beneath you, letting your hands rest on your lap, grounding your feet into the floor, the surface underneath you. You have nowhere to go, nothing to strive for, no one to be. And as you sit here with your eyes closed, become aware of the sounds around you, both near and far. Tuning into your heart space, feeling the energy in the body. And greeting yourself with the love and kindness that you deserve for being here today. Being open to receive whatever arises with compassion and kindness. And we'll sit in silence together for about 10 to 12 minutes. I will keep track of the time. As our meditation comes to a close, I invite you to gradually bring your attention back to the space around you. Any sounds that might be near or far. Perhaps bringing some gentle movement back into the body. A wiggle of the toes or fingers. You might stretch into the space around you. Move your neck a bit. Just noticing what feels good for you. And really taking your time to come out of the stillness, to come out of the meditation. There's no rush. Easy transition back to the world of doing. Perhaps deepening the breath. And when you're ready, you're welcome to blink your eyes open and to take in the world around you with fresh eyes. Perhaps noticing something that you haven't noticed before, or in a new way. I want to thank you so much for joining me today. If you are so inclined to bring your hands together in prayer position, bringing your thumb knuckles to your breastbone, may you continue to subtract to add this week. And also know that the one person that you can always rely on is you. Thank yourself for being here today, for giving yourself this time, for honoring yourself and your wisdom. The light in me honors and sees the light in each and every one of you. Namaste. We'll see you next time.